Welcome back to Market Day Report. I'm Tony. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your day, and can't tell you how much we appreciate it. You know, over my shoulder here is a field of canola. How about we start with the canola market today? And, well, how are we trading canola? Lower trade is what we've seen for the most part. What about rice? We're going to work our way through all of the row crops here. The rice market has been lower for 5 consecutive sessions, but we're seeing a little bit of strength in the front 3 months here this morning. Oats is the only market, the only row crop in positive territory year to date. It's still hanging on to a 6% gain. Oats trading higher on September and December contracts. All right, over to the cotton market. Cotton trying to break a 4-day losing streak. December 66.64. That's up 28. How about spring wheat? Lower again till you roll out to that May and July contract. Hard red has been trading higher with just a quarter-cent gain on the front month, now at 5.19. Wheat in Chicago higher across the board. We roll into the bean market. Beans have been lower 6 straight sessions. November is 2.5 higher, 9.91 3/4. Finally, to the corn market, and we're watching December in the red now and trading $4.10 a bushel. Well, speaking of corn, let's go to Whitehall, Maryland. Certified crop advisor with the mill, Ben Hushon. Ben, that is some corn behind you.
Good morning, Tony. Yes, it is. We're going to talk a little bit about reproduction, but I promise it'll be rated G. We've talked for the last several months about all the rain that we've been having, regular rain. And one of the things that is key, you certainly want plenty of rain, but you also want a break in it once in a while. And when corn comes out in tassel, of course, for the viewers, that tassel comes out on top, and this is where all the pollen is. One of the beauties of nature, and the way the good Lord has this planned out, this tassel, it coming out of the top of the corn at the same time as the ear produces silk on the end to receive. So it's pretty simple, pretty amazing. It's not simple at all. There's about 2 million. Some people in the certified crop advisor, soil science, or crop science world will pick different numbers, but there's at least 2 million pollen that will come out of the top of that tassel. And the goal is it needs to land on one of the 1,000 silks per ear. So those of you that are eating sweet corn, you're going to peel back and you're kind of frustrated by all the silk that you have to get rid of before you eat that ear. But that's important. They're umbilical cords that take the pollen down and create the silk, create that kernel. So there's about 1,000 kernel potential, about 2 million per plant. We have something going on in the area that I didn't realize I had never seen before. I'd been reading about problems with tasseling. So what we have for the viewers, and I had sent some pictures in, but we would have the silk come out on the ear, which should coincide at exactly the same time with the tassel coming out. Now remember, normal tassel, lots of branches, lots of pollen. This year's tassel, in certain areas, it's all wrapped up, not coming out, causing, for the viewers, some of those pictures I sent in of the silk 2 to 3 times longer than normal, because Mother Nature is saying, hey, where's that pollen? Where's that pollen? Send it down. And it just keeps pumping out more and more silk. But again, everything has a period of time that it's viable. And we're starting to husk back some ears that are showing us only about 30% pollination. So it's not widespread, fortunately. It's pretty limited so far from what we've seen.
Ben, You just remind me of why I love nature and love ag, and thank you for the update on that. And actually, we're hearing that's pretty widespread. It's not just up in the Maryland and Pennsylvania area. We're hearing it all the way even into Kansas at this point. So, Ben, thanks for dropping by. Ben Hushon is with the mill. We'll be back in a moment. We'll talk livestock futures. Market Day report continues in a moment.